Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Let's Play Mobile Suit Gundam Side Stories. This time we're going to be tackling the side story related to the Encounters in Space specific story about the Thoroughbred Corps, which for some reason is called Encounters of the something or other, but not Encounters in Space. From a place in the encounter. Either way, unlike that, it's marginally shorter than the actual Encounters in Space campaign mode, and that we're only missing one mission this time. But there are definitely going to be some differences, so. Not the least of which is actually a slightly different opening sequence here, so I won't skip over it this time.
艦隊打ち上げより数時間前、第13独立戦隊ホワイトベース隊、第16独立戦隊サラブレッド隊を含む数隻の艦艇がジャブローより発進した。その目的は艦隊打ち上げの際の陽動とされたが、サラブレッド隊の真の任務は月とソロモンの境界に位置する暗礁中域に潜伏し、月面基地グラナダの動向を監視。ソロモン・ア・バウア空を抜きサイド3へと進行する連邦軍主力艦隊の背後を守るというものだった。これは歴史の表舞台に出ることなくその任務を遂行し、戦争終結のための重要な役割を担った部隊の記録である。
Yeah, from place in the encounter. Good English there. Still not sure what all this says or if it's any consequence. But since we played the first few missions of the Thoroughbred Corps not too long ago, aka yesterday, I think. As of this point, you should already be fairly keenly aware of exactly what's transpiring, even if you, assuming that you watched that part before you came here. If you just came here without watching my Encounters in Space playthrough specific part of the Thoroughbred Corps missions that I was tackling at the time, then you'll be a bit lost. But you know, with every mission in this game, it's a lot of the exact same thing. Just destroy targets and protect targets and all that hullabaloo. Now, the one benefit of this game over Encounters in Space is thanks to the side stories' specific ability to actually switch between your team's mobile suits. You can actually play as the G04 during the main campaign, which means you get access to some of its abilities, I think. I'm not sure. I don't know if I can actually fire the Mega Beam Launcher. But, I don't know. We'll see. I mean, the Beam Launcher is actually mounted on the G04, as is the Gatling on the G05. And I think we can use the Gatling. I'm not sure. But I know... But I don't know if we can actually use the G04's beam launcher. Right, so if I recall correctly, the mission is to take out all the enemy's forces here before they make contact with Granada. Oh, that was quick. Didn't they fire like beam dispersion missiles or something? Roos Kassel! Still want to hear him voiced by Scott McNeil. I need more Scott McNeil in my life. I don't have enough. Let's switch to G04. No, it's not part of the AP attacks. Damn it. Oh well. Same general gist of things. Just shoot these fuckers, get rid of them before they cause any fucking trouble. Ah! Ow! Okay. No, I don't even have access to the Gatling yet either. Not sure what that's about. I mean, it's mounted on the back of my mobile suit right now. Also, I never really understood what the difference between what makes a hyper beam rifle more special than a beam rifle. Crap. Ah! I have to get used to side stories and control mechanics all over again. Which thankfully means not being so lopsided. What am I trying to say? Not ending up so lopsided in space all the time. You're always fairly straight up in relation to everything you're going to be doing battle with. And you can only lock on to one target at a time, so there's... Yeah, switching back and forth between... Most Gundam games do, in general, keep the button layout, the controls for the button layouts, relatively the same. Like, the square button is a shoot button, the triangle button is the melee button. Everything, and X button is the boost button. Everything else kind of gets mixed up, though. Lieutenant Ford, stop playing around! Okay, that's the first mission out of the way already. And I'm trying to think. The second mission was... What was the second mission? Oh well, we'll get into it irregardless. I mean, I played Thoroughbred side of the story not too long ago. Already lost track of what the heck I'm doing. Grrface! I really do need to find someone to translate all of this stuff. I really do. So, you know what? It's probably a very bad idea, but I'm going to try and open... I'm going to go back to all of the main story-style videos for Mobile Suit Gundam side stories and open them up for, like, user captions and whatnot. And if somebody comes across one of these videos and can translate everything that comes up during these story mode missions into captions for the video, feel free to do so. I'm not sure how much I'm going to trust that, though, because I know that's... It's the kind of thing that can just open up for all sorts of bizarre trolling and whatnot. Like having dialogue that makes absolutely no sense in relation to what's going on whatsoever. But you know what? If someone who sees this knows Japanese, can translate what's on screen, I'll let you try. Because otherwise, the more I play Japanese Gundam games without any sort of context, the more difficult it is to actually commentate over what exactly is going on. It's just like there's only so much you can do playing these games. It's just, oh, I'm shooting another Zaku. Oh, I'm getting my ass beat by more Kempfer Doms and whatnot. It's like if I had some sort of story context, it would be nice, but unfortunately, I don't know Japanese. I just play Japanese games. And watch Japanese animes that have subtitles. Or are dubbed, assuming the dubs are any good. Thing is, these days, I don't really trust dubs anymore, because typecasting tends to fall short when it comes to dubbing. It's just like, I'll be forgiven if most of the time I don't feel like the people who run the casting for these animes do anything more than select a bunch of predetermined names out of a hat and say, you'll be this guy, you'll be this girl, etc., etc., as opposed to actually listening to the voices, comparing what's being asked of them from either given language, and adjusting as such. Because, I mean, yeah, I like how Scott McNeil ultimately plays Duo Maxwell, but I'm still not 100% sure he and whoever all it is that plays the other Gundam pilots are really suited to those roles, because they sound too old, for one. And it's quite possible they don't have the right vocal inflections for translation either. Like, don't get me wrong, sometimes it's actually better to go against, sometimes I feel it is better to go against the set typecasts of a given series, like Dragon Ball Z. Everyone seems to be played by that same screeching old woman instead of actual males. Or something like that. But in general, I'd rather, if you're going to do a translation job, you put some fucking effort into it. Find people who are actually suited for the roles that they're playing, as opposed to, hey, let's just have this guy play him because he's popular and can sort of pull off a voice that might be construed as coming from this person. That's why I'm always so back and forth on decent voices for Mega Man Zero. It's just like, yeah, who's its face? What is his name again? I feel like I should know his name. God damn it. But the guy who voiced Zero for the longest time from, like, Mega Man X, Command Mission 8, and, a regular Hunter X. Maverick Hunter X. What am I thinking? It's just like, he's a decent actor, but he sounds like he sounds like Surfer Dude. Meanwhile, Zero, to me, he should be the sort of deeper voiced, serious tones all the time type of person. Which is why I do like the guy who portrayed him in X7, even though he was about as lifeless as ever. I just prefer that sort of deep, serious voice to whatever. What's his name? Well, the guy who voiced him in all those games that I mentioned. Well, that allowed me to bullshit my way through all those missions pretty damn quickly. But, not going to continue on until tomorrow, even though I'm pretty sure you're all aware of what's going to happen tomorrow anyway. So, until then, thank you all for watching, and RCFS and out. Or something.